Hey, my beautiful Aries gang, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy, I'm for Cancer Moon's Tarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your May 2021 reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in those comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, all that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below. I want to say good morning to my Aries. I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your day, and let's take a look here and see what we got going on for May 2021. Messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout May 2021, what do we got coming in here for the Aries? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout May 2021. All right, Aries, let's take a look and see what we got going on, baby. Hopefully, we got some pretty fantastic stuff. Aries, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles. So you can be connecting with an Earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Excuse me. Your current energy, we got here the Queen of Cups, person you're dealing with, we got here the Hermit, and then the outcome that's present, we got here the Knight of Cups. Interesting stuff. You might be dealing with a Virgo specifically. So, Queen of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups. You're making time to definitely confront your emotions and confront your feelings moving throughout the month of May. I kind of feel like what happened here is whoever you're dealing with, Hermit card, somebody could have ghosted you or somebody could have just put distance between the two of you. And I think that at the time that that happened, Aries, you didn't really want to focus on how it hurt you, how it affected you, how it bothered you. You were in an energy where you wanted to be as unbothered as possible. You know, you might have been overwhelmed. You might have had a lot of other stuff going on in your life to the point where you needed to just focus on that. Maybe you were very career-oriented at the time. Maybe you had other stressors in your life that you needed to take care of. So I kind of feel like there are some emotions that are coming up about some sort of abandonment or somebody distancing themselves from you in the month of May that you may not have confronted just yet. As I mentioned previously, in the past when it initially happened, I think that you kind of pushed it away. You were like, I'm not going to pay attention to this right now. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm going to be as unbothered as possible. You might have had so many other things going on in your life to the point where you're like, I can't focus on this situation. I just have too much other shit going on, okay? So I think that this is unconfronted emotions coming up in May about somebody walking away from you or distancing themselves from you. And as these emotions are reappearing, you're finally putting in time to confront them, to face them, and to process the situation. So this could have been a romantic partner who walked out on you. Maybe somebody new that you were possibly thinking about dating who suddenly disappeared. It could be a friend who started distancing themselves from you without any given reason as to why. It even could be childhood trauma of possibly a parent abandoning you or somebody walking out in your childhood that was of significant importance. So with these emotions and feelings coming up in May of somebody distancing themselves from you, I feel like you're finally giving yourself the time to confront it and to allow yourself to heal it. Now, taking a look at the outcome that's present, we do have here the Knight of Cups. I see you wanting to heal this with the intention of growing and moving forward. You're doing this in a very healthy manner. It's not like you're trying to, continue to ignore the situation or, try to rush the healing process. You're really saying, okay, this bothered me a long time ago. It still bothers me today. I got to figure out what happened. I got to process this, and I got to work through releasing it. So you guys are doing everything you need to do step by step. Let's go ahead and clarify the Hermit. Why is the person that Aries is dealing with showing up as the Hermit? Why did this person distance themselves from Aries? And what do we have? We have here the Three of Cups. Yeah, Aries, some of you guys may have a wound because you felt like you've been replaced. You might have felt like this individual replaced you with somebody else. For example, if this was a romantic partner, they could have walked away from the relationship they had with you and jumped into another relationship with another person. It could be that a friend stopped hanging out with you and hung out with another person, So that Three of Cups energy is this individual surrounded themselves with other people while they distanced themselves from you. So in a way, it kind of made you feel replaced, okay? And I see where you guys are coming from. It's never a great feeling to feel like you've been replaced and to feel like you were no longer enough to support another person's interests, let alone happiness, right? So let's go ahead and get on into this, Aries. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look and see how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout May 2021. Then I'll take a look and see how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout May 2021. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll see the outcome, okay? Now, in regards to who Aries is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Aries? And what is going on with this individual throughout May 2021? How does the person that Aries is dealing with feel towards Aries? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout May 2021? First card out, we got here the Five of Wands. So it's definitely not all rainbows and sunshine in this person's life. I do feel like, considering that even after they distanced themselves, they got themselves involved in situations that still weren't the best for them. Yeah, Two of Cups to the Five of Wands. So Aries, if this person was your lover and they walked away from you for another relationship, I think that that relationship they walked into was pretty stressful. It definitely seemed like it was a relationship that was not easy to maintain, that was not easy to be a part of. So whatever this person walked away from you for, I don't think they hit gold. I think instead they ran into a lot more problems. They ran into a lot more hectic kind of energies, I could say. Now we also got here the King of Swords, the Ten of Cups. We got here the King of Pentacles, and then we got here the Six of Cups. So with this person's feelings towards you so far, King of Swords to the Ten of Cups, in a way, they kind of felt like they were better off without you. I think that ultimately they felt like by having some distance between the two of you, that would solve both of your problems. You know, the individual that you're dealing with felt like you just being without them is better for you and vice versa for them. Actually, the Five of Wands to the Two of Cups may talk about the relationship the two of you shared, meaning that it could have been a relationship that wasn't very easy to work on. It might have been like you two clashed heads very oftenly. The both of you could have been very strong-willed. You might have been connecting with a Taurus. So if you two were very strong-headed, you might have tended to clash a lot. And I think that the person you're dealing with felt like, you know what? Because there's been so much clashing, because there's been so much back and forth kind of craziness, it would be nice for the two of us to have some time apart. But eventually, time apart turned into permanent time apart. It wasn't like they had this intention to come back towards you. At first, they may have, but over time, they stopped coming back around. They stopped communicating. They stopped being involved in your life. So with the person you're dealing with here, they felt like the two of you just had a lot of clashing kind of energies. They felt like it was very hard to maintain a good relationship with you because the both of you would fight or the both of you would have a lot of differences, and there was many moments where clashing tended to be a thing. So ultimately, with the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, the last two cards I pulled, I feel like the person you're dealing with looks back at the good memories that they had with you, but at the same time, they just feel like, you're better off without them, they're better off with you. They just feel like it's too much when you guys are together. There's something there that pulls the two of you together. There's definitely this aspect of love and care for each other, but there's also this very toxic and destructive kind of energy that the person you're dealing with notices. So they feel like there is some toxicity to the relationship that the two of you have, all right? So at least that's the reason why. Not saying that there truly is toxicity to your relationship, but that's what your person believed, and that's why they distanced themselves, okay? In regards to what's going on with the person Aries is dealing with throughout May 2021, what do we got? We have here the Justice, we have here the Lovers, and we have here the Ten of Swords. It honestly feels to me like what's going on with them throughout May 2021 is like even after they walked away from you, they still didn't find what they were looking for. It seems to me like even if they did find something, it didn't necessarily last long. I mean, the Ten of Swords talks about endings. So after they walked away from you, Aries, they still went through other cycles of endings. They didn't find exactly what they were looking for. You know what this situation kind of looks like to me? It looks like the person you're dealing with, when times get tough, they don't know how to confront that. They don't know how to work through that. In every relationship, whether it's a friendship or a romantic one, there's going to be disagreements. There's going to be arguing. There's going to be fighting. There's going to be, the two of you not resonating on the same topic, etc. But what you have to do that makes a relationship is you have to set your differences aside, understand and respect one another, and move forward. Because you know what? There's people out there in the world that have been married for 30 plus years. You don't think they ever fought before? You don't think they ever went neck and neck and argued like crazy? Relationships, and I'm not just talking about romantic, friendship relationships with your family, they take work. And you have to be willing to sacrifice sometimes, your pride and what you're going through. And you have to be willing to put aside your differences in order to make that relationship work. You got to invite in compassion and forgiveness. And Aries, in regards to the person you're dealing with, I just feel like when times got tough, they would flee. They would run away. And I kind of feel like they carried that energy into the future connections they manifested. Ever since they left you and walked away, that same thing has happened in their life where times would get tough and they would kind of keep on running. you know? What really makes a relationship is not to run when times get tough, but instead to pull through the hard times, because it makes the relationship all the more important. Okay? In regards to how Aries feels towards the person they're dealing with and what is going on with Aries throughout May 2021, let's have a look. How does Aries feel towards the person they're dealing with and what is going on with Aries throughout May 2021? First card out, we got here the Four of Wands, and then we also have here the Ace of Pentacles. So Four of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, taking a look at your feelings, I definitely think that if there was an opportunity for you and this person to have a second chance, I don't think you'd necessarily be interested in taking that. We also have here Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups talks about self-fulfillment, right? So I think you're in a space right now where you're realizing, you know, I think that if there was an opportunity to talk and gain some clarity, sure, you would probably take that opportunity, Aries, but I think that you realized, I'm okay without this person. Nine of Cups, I've been self-sufficient, I've been okay. We have here the Temperance, we have here the Six of Pentacles, and then we have here the Ten of Wands. So yeah, looking at your feelings so far, guys, I mean, you're doing your best to heal from this situation. Like, remember, when they walked away from you, it felt very abrupt. It felt like this person just wasn't willing to fight for you, and they weren't willing to fight for whatever relationship you had. They just walked out on it when things got tough. And I remember, like I said in the beginning, you know, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, when this person initially walked out, I think you had other things going on in your life, so you didn't even deal with this situation. You kind of buried it away. But now in the month of May, this situation's coming back up. These feelings are coming back up, and you're like, okay, I need to heal through this. I need to work on this. So Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, I think that you realize when this person walked out on you, it totally did hurt you. But I think you also realize that it hurt the person you're dealing with. Like, it even kind of shows in the tarot here that by them walking away from you, it didn't make anything better for them. You know, they may have met new people, they may have established new relationships, but it all ended the same way. Things got tough and this person ran. Moving forward from Aries feelings, let's get two more cards, how Aries feels towards this person. We have here the Seven of Pentacles, and we have here the Moon card. To be quite honest, you know, you still have some feelings for this person, you still care for them. I'm not sure if these feelings are romantic. I think it just means you still care for them as a person. But at the same time, you realize, I don't think that I could ever have a reconciliation with this individual, because when they walked out when times got tough, they always have the opportunity to do that again. And keep in mind too, guys, this reading isn't about reconciliations at all. I don't see you reconciling with this person. I just see you thinking about this person and a past situation that occurred between the two of you. And throughout the month of May, you're focusing on letting go and making peace with the fact that this person walked out on you. And if you wanted the reasoning, the clarity why this person walked out on you, they walked out on you because they didn't know how to handle the tough times. They didn't know how to progress and move forward with you. They always ran away in fear rather than confronting the problem and actually sitting down and working through it with you. Okay? I think you've given this person many opportunities, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands, to have a stable relationship with you. I think you've given this person many opportunities, Six of Pentacles, to get on the same page. But this individual here wasn't going to get on the same page with you when they weren't willing to work on whatever differences you both had. So you always kind of felt like you were the one willing to work through things, but as for the person you're dealing with, you felt like they weren't. In regards to what's going on with Aries throughout May 2021, what do we got coming up? We have here the Page of Cups, we have here the World card, and then lastly, we got here the Page of Wands. So when it comes towards your personal life right now, Aries, you know, you're doing your thing. World card, you're doing your best to move on from this situation and explore new opportunities. Whether this was a friendship or a relationship, you know, you're exploring new options in love and, you know, new options in friendships, etc., etc. So when it comes towards you, Aries, you know, a lot of you guys, most of you guys are over this situation. What I think you weren't over was that feeling of abandonment, okay? When this person walked out on you and got involved with other people, it made you feel replaced. It made you feel abandoned. It made you feel like you weren't good enough. I think that that was the feeling that you really needed to heal from. You know, at the end of the day, the reasoning why they walked out is because they didn't know how to deal with the tough times, but the effect of them walking out, I think, is what you had a hard time with, because it made you feel unworthy. It made you feel not good enough. It made you feel like you did something wrong, or there are better people out there for this individual and you were not enough. Like, it made you feel that way, right? So ultimately, those were the feelings that you had to heal from here in the month of May, and you will heal through those emotions. Okay? In regards to where energies are aligning between Aries and the person they're dealing with, what do we got coming through? What do we have? We have here 7 of Swords, we have here 10 of Pentacles, and we have here 8 of Cups. I also think you're going to be coming into this realization too that this person missed out on a pretty abundant life that they could have had with you. You know, you're no longer looking at it as, you know, at the perspective of, damn, this person left me and they broke my heart. You're looking at it like, damn, they really walked away from something that was super abundant. They could have had an amazing future with me. They could have had an amazing, stable relationship with me if they were willing to put in the work. But at the end of the day, they walked away and they missed out on this opportunity with me, for sure. So Aries, you're not in the perspective of, I can't believe they walked away and they broke my heart. You're in the perspective of, damn, they missed out on a really awesome opportunity to be with me. Looking at the outcome that's present, 4 of Swords, I still see the two of you separated. I definitely don't see you guys reaching out towards one another anytime soon. But one thing I will say for you, Aries, is that from this situation, you're only going to continue to grow. This doesn't really have much correlation to the reading we just talked about, but Ace of Cups, there is going to be new love coming in for you, Aries. So if you've been feeling this situation, if you've been feeling your past coming back around to you, that might be the universe's way of showing you, hey, if there's some extra stuff that you need to heal from right now, do your best to heal from it because you're probably getting prepped to receive a new counterpart, okay? So this might not resonate to all Aries, but just throwing this out here, if your past relationships have been on your mind lately, if things that have happened to you in the past with lovers have been on your mind, chances are the universe wants you to heal whatever is still left, any residual energies, so that you may clear those energies to invite in new love that may potentially be coming in within the next 1 to 3 months, okay? So for some of you guys, there might be new love on the horizon for you in 1 to 3 months, most likely during the summertime. So anyways, Aries, I know there's a lot of different factors kind of playing out in this reading, but the main situation at hand is that, you know, in May 2021, you're going to be reminded of your past, a past relationship that you had with this person when they walked out on you. The clarity on why they walked out on you is that they weren't willing to work when things got tough. They weren't willing to, you know, be together, work together, and get through whatever the hell the two of you were going through. That's the reason why they walked out. But the effect that it had on you is that it made you feel unworthy. It made you not feel good enough. It made you feel like you did something wrong. And the feeling of being replaced is not a good feeling at all. I think that at the time this happened, you were dealing with a lot, so you buried this away. But in May 2021, it's resurfacing. And keep in mind, it's only resurfacing for you to realize that this person missed out on an opportunity with you. They fled when times got tough. And remember, relationships that are strong, relationships that count, are when people are willing to pull through with you and meet you halfway when shit gets tough and work through it and come out even stronger with you. Those are the relationships that are the most important, where even though you got some crazy shit going on, the two of you work through it nonetheless and you get through it nonetheless. So I think it's teaching you a valuable lesson here. You know, if people aren't willing to work with you, maybe they're not willing or worthy enough to be with you, right? Because at the end of the day, every connection we fall into alignment with, we're going to have disagreements and arguments. That's just the natural human way, okay? That shit always happens, and eventually it will, even to the people we love and care for the most. So yeah. And in regards to your person, a little update on them. Even though they met other people moving forward, trust me, they've been involved in the same cycle over and over again. Every time things got tough, they ended whatever relationship they had with the person they're dealing with, and they were on to the next one, you know? They don't know how to work as a team with somebody, and anytime that disagreements and negativity comes into the air, they immediately flee, okay? So Aries, this specific situation seems to be coming up. There may be more past situations coming up as well, but I do feel like it's all for a bigger cause. So just be mindful. I'm going to end the video here with this. Be mindful, guys. If you're having past memories or things coming up from your past about previous relationships you were a part of, if there's anything you need to heal that's coming up, heal it, because I do feel moving forward in the next 1 to 3 months, there's probably a romantic partnership coming in for you, and you need to, like, you know, wash away all the old wounds in order to invite in this new love. I do think that that's the bigger picture for some of you guys coming in for you soon, okay? All right, Aries, hopefully this wasn't a confusing reading. I felt like there was too many different messages going on all at once. If it resonates, though, cool, let me know down in the comments down below. Thank you guys for being here. Enjoy the rest of your May 2021, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in your next video. Much love, my Aries gang, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.